I hear the blues are calling, tossed salads and scrambled eggs. And maybe I seem a bit confused. Yeah, maybe. But
You're still dealing with that? Thought you were going to return it.
They wouldn't take it back. All I got was some attitude and a cheap bottle of wine.
Noir belly my ass.
So what you gonna do now?
Call Gavin, of course.
877-547 Papa.
Hello, I'd like to contact someone.
Oh my.
Hello, yes. Just a second. Victor. Who do I ask for?
Have them put you through to the special ed department.
Hello, it's the special ed department.
He's fucking
Victor?
Quite silent.
He's fucking dead.
Okay.
Okay.
Welcome. Hi. It's me.
So we planned on doing a second podcast,
Oh, yeah.
alright? But so something unfortunate happened. You see, Dwarf lives up inside of a mountain.
Yeah,
A very tall mountain. It's about as high as you
I'm above
might
the ozone
find a
layer.
mountain in Mexico.
All 3 inches.
In a city called Monterrey. It's a few cities, actually. I don't know the local history. It's fucking Mexico. Who does?
Come from Jews.
Anyway, he forgot to take his, oxygen, and,
It's a very easy mistake.
he kind of forgot that time zones were a thing. And since we are on different time zones, that meant that Dwarf was half an hour late to his own fucking podcast. And, that is what happened
Yeah,
to the second
okay, but I
episode.
wasn't the only one. Okay, Ashton completely forgot and played Red Dead instead of joining. And then Ethan took a whole other hour in advance, knowing the podcast was a thing. I forgot, okay? I mean, it's not your fault, but it kind of is, because when I finally did get there, you started playing Portal with Ethan. So me and Ashton ended up recording 45 minutes of just talking about how much of an asshole you are. And also, I think a little bit of...
Dwarf.
What?
I mean, I'm just saying that, I'm innocent, alright?
No, you were innocent.
fucking
You were innocent
abandoned
up to
your
a
own
point.
podcast.
No.
I went off to play Portal like a civilized folk because you are fucking retarded.
No.
I wanted
were
you
innocent
to
up
take
the
your
point.
oxygen before we did the podcast.
We could have salvaged, okay? We could have salvaged a perfectly
Yeah,
good
we could have,
podcast
Dwarf.
full of
We
entertaining
sure
people.
could have salvaged the podcast, but you know what? I don't tolerate people who are late. That does not go by well.
I'm gonna
with me,
start a
alright?
sentence and you're gonna finish it. When life gives you lemons.
You fucked the preacher.
Okay, close enough. So, where do we want to start? Because that's out of the way. That's why this podcast, that's why the skit doesn't make any sense. That's also why the intro has Ashton and Ethan's name. I'll show the set now. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna show the set now so I can show what the work I put into it. If people who don't get the joke, Ashton's a white girl surrounded by 4 adult black men. Anyway, what do you want to talk about?
5.
5.
I don't know. You gotta list the things to talk about or anything. Wait, you don't prepare for your own fucking podcast.
I didn't know. I just got back from Colorado. Talk about that. Talk about that.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I took a trip to Colorado, which, by the way, the distance.
All right, that's really epic, Dwarf.
No.
That's all the time we have for
That's not
this
really.
episode, folks. I hope you enjoyed.
wait. No. Okay, are we still recording? Wait, so the last.
I'm ending my recording, Dwarf.
No. Okay, let me start. So if you don't know, the distance from Monterrey to Colorado is about the distance from I don't know. It'd be from Stockholm to like where Carthage used to be. So it was 2 days of driving to get there and 2 days of driving to come back. So like around like 1/4 of the trip was just driving with Wolf playing Smash Brothers. Which, by the way, I'm not a huge fighting game fan, but are you still there? God Victor?
Okay.
Are you there?
Okay, Dwarf, why is Smash Brothers so good in your eyes?
It's not. I prefer Mortal Kombat, but after 2 days of being stuck with this aphantasia autist who can't imagine things in his head, I played Inkling. And as you know, I'm a pedophile. I think that's a pretty known fact. I'm a convicted sexual assaulter. Are you? You should be.
Dwarf, don't.
So I obviously played Inkling.
You just had your internet name cleared, and you're bringing this up. Dwarf, I'm so fucking angry with you, and now you bring this up again.
They weren't supposed to know! I thought after the whole Subway thing I could just get away with anything. Crap! Okay.
Dwarf, the cops were on you! In the subway!
I know, but like, you know...
They stopped the cart so they could arrest you.
But I thought if I dressed the little girl like a clown, no one would know. I mean, a little weird that the red nose is below the waist.
Dwarf!
What?
You saying that she looks 18 when she's 4 is not a valid excuse.
It's clown ears to human ears, Victor. She's 108. Jeez, don't you watch it? Read a book, America. So I played Splatoon, the little squidling in Smash, and yeah, that was most of what I did in the driving. I'm 6 foot, which I bring up a lot because I am, and that's why I'm better than Victor. And as a result of that, I have a hard time sleeping or sitting in chairs because my back hurts after like sitting down, because my back is a little bit abnormal. Do you have that problem, Victor?
Dwarf is actually a hunchback.
I come from Notre Dame. So yeah, sleeping in a car for like literally like 2 hours, like 6 hours one day, 6 hours the other day just sucks. It's more like 8 hours if you count like eating and all that. I never want to go into a car ever again. I was meant to cut my hair before I went on the trip, but I was like, nah, I'll cut it afterwards. So now my hair is huge, it's like a mini afro, but I don't look good with any hair. So it's even worse with a mini afro, and I have to cut my hair tomorrow. Otherwise, I look stupider. And then
do you have curly hair?
No, Wolf has curly hair. And he has an aphantasia, which I kept saying it, and he kept saying shut up and hitting me like the abusive brother he is. And that was that. So what did you do Christmas besides build a PC? Or do you want to tell how you built the PC?
I bought 3 of my friends Uno.
Isn't that a tres? How do you play Uno? I don't have friends, so I wouldn't know.
Well, basically the way you play Uno is you get a bunch of cards at the beginning, like I think something like 7 or 8.
Yeah.
And they're all different colors. Hopefully, if you're not, you might be a bit screwed. And you can play the cards that are on the color that was played previously. Right? If you get a green,
can you do me a favor while you're explaining this on the podcast? Try to make your voice as monotone as possible.
So if somebody places down a green card, you must also place down a green card. If the green card is a 4 though,
we'll just cut it there.
You could play a red, yellow, or blue.
No, Victor, you don't have to keep doing the Uno things. It's the bit's over, man. It's okay.
There are also cards depending on how you play.
You can stop. Uno isn't that interesting.
That will work for any.
Victor, pull out.
Victor, pull out! Is to get to
it's been 6
cards,
years!
Which is harder than you think. Because you have other people trying to get you up cards. Like for instance, you can play a +2 or a +4 to up your card count, or not your card count, but the person in front of you's card count.
Use? Now, where did your problem begin as a child?
24 years ago.
I was born at the age of 3. I was a strong boy. able to surpass anything, including my own brethren. They try to blind me.
Now let me tell you, when I went to the preschool when I was 3 years old, but technically just out of the womb, I could fuck up bitches, you know. Nobody could stand a chance against me. I was the preschool yard bull.
Did you just admit to rape? Victor, did you just admit to rape?
It was an accident.
How? Oh, the admitting. Okay, then you're let off the hook. That's fine. No trouble, fam. You know, Wolf got held back.
He got held back?
Yeah, from kindergarten.
How?
I don't know how you failed kindergarten. All I know is Wolf did it. Yeah, now you know. We've known each other for
Wolf,
like
if you don't
4
know,
years.
is Dwarf's kindergarten
Failed clone.
personality.
Yeah. It's what I used to cope with the war. It's what gets me through.
Dwarf, do you know what a kindergartner is? Not like an actual kindergartner.
A jailbait? No, what's a kindergarten? Tell me.
I'm
garden
pretty
of
sure I
kids.
might be getting the name wrong. But
It's German for garden of kids.
Pretty
where they get nourished. By
everyone knows this story. So pretty much, some people in the LGBT community accept pedophiles.
I do.
And
how else would I be accepted?
And pretty much, a kindergartner in their eyes is just a like 20-year-old or 80-year-old in a in a kindergartner's body.
The problem with
So they are allowed to
LGBTQ.
like little boys.
The problem with LGBTQ is that like a lot of like the extra letters get added because of mental illness, and their solution is just to add new titles to that mental illness instead of solving the problem. I'm not gonna get into that out of several reasons, but I think they've made
Yeah, like the gay problem.
Gavin's gay, isn't he?
Nah, he's bi.
Oh yeah, he's not bi. He just said that he likes friends. I'm not attracted to guys or anything. I just feel like if I liked him, he'd be cool. Like he literally just described having a friend, which makes me think Gavin's never had a friend. Like the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz. It's just every single new guy he introduces us to, it's just him putting on a voice modifier. It's pretty impressive. Speaking of kindergarten, did you know infantry originates from ancient Greece?
Infantry?
Yeah, the word is because little kids who couldn't ride horses or throw arrows were just made to walk. So they're infants. No joke, that's the origin of the name. Yeah, pretty interesting. Do you like Cajun?
Dwarf?
Do
What?
you like Cajun? The food, the culture, the people.
Dwarf, you keep cutting out?
Do you like Cajun? The culture, you know, man? New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
No, I do not like Asians.
Alright, I think it's your turn to choose the topic. For anyone who doesn't know, we're trying out a new thing because last time we had predetermined topics and that failed miserably. Also, Victor, we're gonna need a funny moment for the highlight, so just do something funny.
Yeah.
Alright,
Where is it?
alright.
Where the hell is
Better
it?
be good.
This is going in the funny moment. I can feel it.
Funny moments! Yeah!
Dwarf, start laughing.
How? That's great! Oh my god! Jesus Christ, Victor! Oh!
Dwarf, I'm fucking dying. Why are you laughing?
That's amazing! Whoa, dude! Alright, that's great. That's a great funny moment. I think it's time to continue the podcast professionally. And have you heard anything interesting about the news?
I heard that Catalonia was a rightful part of Spain.
I speak Spanish, right? So I come across Catalonian shows every now and then. And whenever I'm listening to Catalonian, it's like, oh yeah, I understand this. And then it's like, I don't understand this. And it's like, I understood that. For the love of God, if you start playing your recorder in the middle of my Catalonia speech, Did you know Basque is the most unique language in the world?
What?
You know who the Basque people are, right?
Basque?
Yeah, the Basque. You know who they are, right? I'm assuming you do.
No.
It's the area between France and Spain in the north. And they are the last surviving Celtic language. And of the Celtic languages, they're the only one that has the Celtic culture intact, and even then, within the Celtic culture, so they're the most unique in writing and in language. Somehow, by sheer fucking luck, they've survived over 2,000 years. No, like 3,000 years of like European conquest. And these Celtic bastards are still here.
Oh boy, do I not like the Celts.
Gee, don't say Celts. Don't say Celts. The Cowboys had a
Dude,
game.
the Celtics are my least favorite.
The Celtics?
Yeah, Celtics. You don't know what a Celtic is?
Enlighten me on what a Celtic is.
Nah. So, yeah, anyway, Catalonian independence. Why should they not be independent, Dwarf?
Franco was against Catalonia, and he was also against the Basque people, which is very interesting, because 40% of Basque speakers disappeared during Franco's conquest. So Franco might have committed genocide. Anyway, Catalonia. I just want to drag it back to Basque constantly. Like, Victor, name any subject and I can find a way to tie it into Basque. Any country. Hello? You can't, this isn't lit.
The future conquest of Mars?
Okay, Mars, right? We need a united nation for Mars. The United Nations. What are the 8 primary members of the United Nations? The US, Russia, England, France, China. Right? England, the UK, has a flag that is very similar in the exact same pattern to the Basque flag. Boom, they are roasted. I never said I was gonna do it good.
Well,
I
Dwarf?
never said I was gonna do it good, so you can't call me out on that.
Dwarf?
Don't screech.
What you actually did is you linked
I linked
United
them.
Nations to the Basque, alright?
I linked. Yeah. How else do you think we're gonna colonize Mars?
Who's gonna colonize Mars? Individual nations.
No, we're not gonna do that. No, if the second any individual nation claims any part of Mars, war's gonna break loose, dude. We have to do it like how the U.S. made new states originally. Like, we're just gonna send people out there, and if they want to join, they can join the UN. Like, no, they're gonna be forced to join the UN, but we're gonna make new countries out of like our old people. You know, I think no Mars country should be allowed to join an old country. Think about it. That makes sense.
Nah, Dwarf, I think what's gonna happen is it's gonna be like, I think it's gonna be like a partitioning, right? It's gonna be partitioned out throughout the...
No, that'd be stupid, dude. We can't have like Saudi Arabia own like a size of like Mars and like just like it's like nothing. It's like Antarctica.
Yeah, it's gonna be partitioned like Antarctica.
No, it can't be like that though, because it's gonna have its own geography with its own continents once we nuke it and we create water. Which is surprisingly the easiest way to bring life to Mars, just nuking the poles. But I think we should just make new nations, and that's how humans should move into space.
Well,
do you really want to have new
if we
nations
just,
outside of Earth?
If we just nuke the poles, that Mars will still be cold, and it still won't have
Victor,
an atmosphere.
let's just make a new country on Mars. We'll call it Elon. Think about it. Like, wouldn't it be more practical?
If we do that, that will be the most powerful nation
It will.
ever.
It will.
Within
And
a few
then
years.
once we send to other galaxies, it'll just keep doing that and that and that. But eventually, we'll have like each planet will be its own nation, each stronger than the last. It's for humanity's benefit, right? Or do you just hate humans? Filthy apes!
Nah, dwarf, I don't want some filthy Martian scum being more powerful than us purebred Earthians.
What if they get blonde nails, Victor? What if they evolve with blonde nails? Will we just surrender to them?
Dwarf, I already, like, you know how sometimes you, like, hit your nails or whatever?
All the
I'm pretty
time.
sure
I
that's
am
what
bleeding.
causes-
Although you're incompetent, so you don't cut your nails.
What do you mean?
I'm just triggering you.
They're cut right now.
You went on a whole rant about that. Can you explain it? Later.
I said 2 sentences.
Yeah, but what did that have to do with it? Like, you literally, like, in all caps just went out of there where, like, if you have long nails, I don't trust you, you're incompetent. Those are pretty big.
I never said I don't trust you.
But even then, those are pretty big words to throw around, you know? Was it Ashton? Did he just not cut his nails with his hair or what?
His nails grew.
That's the
His
point.
nails are so ingrown that they just became his hair.
His nails grew past the point of exponential. Well, here's my question. You're back in school now, right?
Yeah.
You played a video saying fuck in front of your classroom. You did a presentation on World War II in front of your classroom, vividly telling and calling them out on their idiocy, and you called Ashton a whore in the middle of lunch. Are you just allowed to do whatever you want? Are
Yeah.
you just on special pills that are a level above Ashton? Because that's what me and Ashton discussed
Well,
about how,
Dwarf,
like, the trapezoid instead of a pyramid, you know? Like, your school doesn't have, like, a pyramid hierarchy, it's just a trapezoid. and you don't get to have people at the
yeah, I actually agree with that.
Yeah.
Pretty much the trapezoid, at the bottom is degenerates, right?
Yeah.
And, I don't know, if you're above the
Oh,
middle of the trapezoid, then you're probably friends with Ethan or I or someone in our little friend
So, in
group.
your explanation, if the higher you're on the trapezoid, the worse it is. Or is the trapezoid
Yes.
linear? It's a whole new...
A linear... Dwarf, I'm not sure what a linear trapezoid
I don't know, it's 1D chess. We're not going on a higher level, Victor. We're trying to get as dumb as possible. Well, what Ashton's analogy was that the reason you and Ethan are above him are because you pay $8 for a slightly less lethal dose of camel pills. So your brains are decelerating at a slower rate than Ashton's or Mustafa's. Also, is the camel closet still
All the
being
extra-
implemented? Like, are you still being put into a closet?
No, so pretty much what happens is camel pills, like, destroy your brain matter. Like, they systematically destroy, like, half of your
As
brain.
it should be.
And all that extra brain matter for Ashton just went to his hair.
So that's how he stores it. That's why Ashton gets to be on such a high level. It's
That's why hippies are all fucking
the
dumbasses.
mutations are different. But I like hippies. Hippies are cool, except by the fact they don't smell good and, you know, they don't clean themselves and they smoke pot and they do nothing. Fucking hippies. No, but do they still snort Smarties? Are those kids still there? The guys who crushed up Smarties and snorted them? That can't be good for your lungs. Do they just jewel now? Do they just jewel?
Oh yeah, I saw one of my friends had a jewel. Not like one in Ethan and I's old friend group,
Jewel.
but
Jewel is for
and one of my other
cocksuckers.
friend groups.
Jewel is for people who are too pussy to, like, kill themselves with cigarettes. So they kill themselves with vape. Ooh, it's steamy.
You know, I'm sure jewels can't be as bad as
But they
cigarettes.
still hurt your lungs incredibly. Like, if you're gonna kill yourself,
Oh yeah,
just
I'm sure
kill
of
yourself
that.
with a cigarette. Don't kill yourself with a steam machine that looks like what's it called, a USB. Didn't you trick someone into thinking that your USB was a fucking vape?
Oh yeah,
You
my
were
teacher.
such an asshole to your teachers. Didn't you also like scare your Spanish teacher out of the beanbags? Like the bye-bye man
Yeah.
or whatever?
I think I don't have as good teachers this year as I did last year,
That's right.
but my teachers still love me.
I think they love you out of fear, you know? Like, if we don't give this kid constant attention, he's gonna have a breakdown unlike seen before. Ashton's online. No, he isn't.
Okay, so
We talked about
this
your
year I
water
got
thing.
Mr. Well, actually, my new I&E teacher is a legend.
What's I&E?
So it's I&E. It's a block that we have just after first block. It's kind of like do you have encore classes?
No, we have double periods.
I don't know what those are.
Well,
Anyway, encore
Jesus Christ!
classes.
How weird of a system is this a mental institution? Is this even a school? Are you following a program?
Dwarf, you live in fucking Mexico.
No, but
you,
even
I
even
don't
back
think you
there,
should
I had
be talking.
a period. That sounds. Do not take that out of context. I don't have periods. Like school periods. Santi has.
Man, periods. I pokey my long shalong
And it
until it
bleeds.
bleeds.
Ah! You know when your piss is red, guys, and it just hurts, and then your balls scream. But no. Like you have like if you don't call them, you call them blocks, then don't you? You have like a total.
Blocks, yeah.
Okay, but like, what's an encore then?
Okay, so you have your standard blocks like math, science, reading, and all that. And then you have your encore. That's like band, and then whatever else.
You mean art, just fine arts?
Yeah, you got band, you got health
that's
class,
not
you
fair.
got
It's
your
like
gym.
your band program's good. Like you go to like states championships, don't you, or something?
Well, our band, the class band is pretty shit, but the people who
Honors.
go to a select band are really good and stuff. Like, our band teacher puts a lot of time into his band program.
I don't like band because I don't like playing music I don't like, and I was also a fucking tuba, and I don't like being a fucking tuba. Cause it's
I wanted to be a saxophone. but I
everyone.
ended up doing
Santi's a
trumpet.
saxophone, although saxophones are fucking messy. So there's that.
Does he like saxophone?
Yeah, he likes it. He's in honors from what I last heard. I haven't talked to Santi recently, just because, yeah, whatever. He's technically in high school, and Mexico only has 3 years of high school, so I enter next year. But, what have you done now that you're back to school? I enter back to school on Tuesday. We don't have Monday here as a school day, for whatever reason. But, what are you doing in school? Tell me, I need the details. Where do you live? What's your credit card? Jeez, fucking faggot.
715, what's it?
Wait, type it again?
Northern Kentucky.
Okay. Good. Okay. Anyway, let's continue.
The numbers were correct, but everything else was slightly altered.
Who's Jeff? And why is he texting you, let me out of your basement? Okay. I don't want to go back to school, because I have a deep-rooted hatred for school.
I do too. You know, this year is really good though. I might actually enjoy school if I didn't have to get up at 6 in the morning.
2018 was the worst year of my life. 2017 was worse than that. And 2016 was even worse. Man, I don't know why, man. It's been going bad for me. I have a whole new outlook on life, so I don't know. It might get better. I mean, it's not bad. I'm not suffering or starving, but like, man. I don't know, I just get bummed out because I hate myself. It's someone else's fault. Hey, give me a favor, Victor.
What?
You have 12 subs, right?
Dwarf, you better thank your lucky stars I'm on this podcast.
This peasant podcast. I just
Yeah.
hit my first special, right? I lost my
Why?
first subscriber. I told Wolf to unsubscribe because I didn't want him to be a part of this amazing community. By the way, leave a like below, subscribe, ring the bell button. So he unsubscribed, and now I have to come up with a video as a special for Wolf unsubscribing.
Oh, now you only have 6 subscribers, right?
What? What? No! It wasn't meant to be like this. Let me look. I'm gonna open up my channel now. It's not opening. Crap. So
Oh yeah, Lil Chop. It's the guy on my school.
Don't talk about. Okay, fine. Like, so I'm gonna make a whole. Dude. So I have this list that I write down videos. One of my, like, literally my #1 idea. Like, I don't write them chronologically, but I moved this one to the top. I'm gonna make a serious psychoanalysis of Little Shop and his songs and videos. But continue. Just before.
No. You have 9 subscribers. Thank goodness. Well, anyway, as I was saying, you fucking peasant, you're lucky that I even decided to stay on this podcast. After I surpassed you in subs, all I could think of is how your comedy was getting gradually worse each sub I gained over you.
It is, man. It's the most demotivating thing ever. Most of the videos I'm present when you make them. Because I'm not funny. You are funny, but you just don't. You know what's the biggest killer of my videos? I have an ambition and I just can't execute anything because I'm not good enough yet. So like usually just...
Oh no, you just don't have the like editors and crap.
Yeah, but I'm never gonna get editors. I have to be good at editing myself. So like for example, you know, like
No, not editors. Crap, I'm being retarded. What's it? The movie makers and crap.
Yeah, I'm just using iMovie. But yeah, it's like every single video that uses like those face things over like a body, I have to put one face, make it an MP4, put another face, make it an MP4. It's like I just have to keep re-editing over and over again. Because there's no way in hell I'm gonna buy an actual video editor. It's not worth the money. And I'm never paying to make any money from this thing. It's like, let's face it, that's just unrealistic. But I do like money. Am I right, guys? What are we gonna say about Little Chop? Let's talk about Little Chop. Little Chop is an interesting fellow.
Okay, so I don't know when his first like video was made. His first
Watch my
album or not album.
He doesn't have an album. He has 2 singles. He releases the audio, then he makes a video on it. But he doesn't bother getting decent audio recordings or taking more than 1 take. So the only good thing or redeeming quality from his videos are the editing. Man, whoever that guy is.
Okay, so his first upload on Lil Chop Official, his official YouTube channel, was 6 months ago, right?
Makes sense.
Now, since then, everyone has called him a legend at school. He's
What?
not particularly smart.
How is that?
He's not
No,
particularly.
it's ironic, right? It has
He's
to
not
be.
particularly a legend. Oh yeah, of course it's ironic.
97 subscribers. God damn it!
Dwarf, okay, think about
He's
it.
gonna beat us to
Think
Senate.
about it. His most viewed video has 2,000 views.
Wait, what? I never views. We know this guy. How does he have 2,000 views? And Zenith has a video that has like how many? Okay, let's look at Zenith's channel. Another guy we know.
Ow.
How are they doing this?
This guy is more successful in one video than we have been over our entire YouTube career. Then Zenith has been over his entire YouTube career.
My video is the first video that shows up. Okay, 22. Okay, Zenith's most watched video is his first video ever, which is the worst thing that could ever happen to your channel. The evolution of Mama Luigi, which is him holding a Luigi toy. It's really sad. 5,000 views. I'm just gonna round it to 5,000.
How are all these shitty people from my school getting so many views?
You know what it is. It's just these little dumb kids who just managed to find it and just come across it. And every now and then a memer comes in and he finds Lil Chop and they link Lil Chop to like the server, thinking it's ironic. The ironic thing is, Lil Chop is fully serious. This isn't like, oh haha, it's so bad, I wonder why the video's of like okay quality then. No. From what I know, Lil Chop is fully serious in this. He has no self-awareness. He doesn't understand that the audio quality is bad, or that the song's not good, or that no one can even hear him. It's like he only took one thing on his phone. And
okay, so Dwarf, I'm pretty sure he has no self-awareness. Don't quote me on it. He might, and
if he does,
he might
it's
just
an
be pulling
afterthought,
the.
and you know it. Because like the first video, he's so full of himself. He just runs away from the camera in the first video. Like the editing is really good, but if you watch it a second time, you notice like he just keeps running away into the road with cars.
Dwarf, okay, we need to capitalize on this. We need to make a Lil Chop pull up official reaction video.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna capitalize off those.
Tell me the second.
It might be a bit late.
Lil Chop releases another video, I'm gonna react to it on my channel. Like,
alright.
Etika, man. Lil Chop, can we add him to our alliance? He can send it. He has 97 subscribers. Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
I'm one of them, and I'm proud to be part of the Lil Chop.
Is there a Lil Chop too? Can I subscribe to both of Lil Chop's channels?
Yeah, okay, so Lil Chop, this is just a little story. Well, first off, he went bald recently, but not only that. Yesterday.
This can't get better. What do you mean he got bald? He's like 8 years old from the videos. How tall could he be?
Nah, he's 13. He's same grade as me.
So he looks like a little kid. He has the whole bowl haircut and everything like that guy from Smile. Okay.
Well, anyway, he ran into our homeroom classroom today, or not today, yesterday, and stole our fucking broom, and then ran away.
This character, it can't be real. Is it? I want it to be real. I so want it to be real.
It is. It is.
I once had a guy in my class who just got into the bathroom. Right, when he came back to the bathroom, he opened the door to our classroom, looked around, and then just walked down into the hallway. He didn't enter the room, and he never explained himself. The teacher got mad at him when she found him. He went like Rambo. He just hid in the woods. He opened the door to our classroom, looked around the classroom, and just didn't enter the room. So Lil Chop stole your broom. How did that happen?
Okay, so me and this one guy, I'm pretty sure it's Nathan.
Nathan.
We know him.
Yeah.
He's in Chaz's little group.
1,000, 2,000
He's the
views.
one who also made the crappy.
2,000, a room of 2,000 people. If you were to put everyone together. And it's sad because his first video has 2,000 views. His second music video has 200 views. It's so more than we will ever get, probably, but still. What did you just put in the...
Okay.
It's not loading.
Okay, so I posted I'm pretty sure it's a link, if it'll load, to a song called Expensive Taste.
You showed me this one.
That's something that Chaz made, right?
It's someone else, right? Or is it the same guy? That doesn't look like
the guy on the front there, who's laying down on the pool table holding some money.
I've seen this
That's
before.
Chaz.
But it's not Lil Chop. It's a rival Kentuckian. By the way, I noticed something about both of these guys. They both talk like they're from the hood. Like, don't mess with me, I'll shoot you and take your bitch. It's like, you're both white guys from Kentucky taking your camel pills regulations.
Chaz is definitely not white.
So why is he white in the cover? Are you gonna say he's Latino? Don't say he's Latino.
No, he's black.
How?
It's
What?
just the lighting. How
is
do
he
you
black?
think that's white?
I'm looking at him right now. He does not look black. Like, okay, I'm
He's like
darker than he is. And although to be fair, I am mestizo. Either way, none of these guys are from the. Oh my god, he's wearing a Tupac shirt. He's wearing a Tupac shirt. None of these guys.
Yeah,
are from
well,
the
anyway,
hood.
Lo Chop came into our classroom he knocked on the door. A guy named Nathan let him in, and then he just took
that was
the
the first
broom.
mistake. You never let a little chop into your house. He can't come in unless you let him, like a vampire, like Dracula. Oh my god. And he just came in and took the broom. Did you follow him?
Yeah.
Did he have to give it back? Are there teachers?
No, and the teacher is just looking and didn't care.
Jesus Christ! Your school is an asylum for the mentally ill. That's the only explanation.
Nah, the teacher, Mr. Zingle, he's a legend, right?
Wait, what's his name?
I'm not having trouble, Mr. Zingle. I'm not having trouble
you know what you
with
said, Victor.
math this
You know
year.
what you said. Repeat what you just said.
Mr. Zingle.
You don't live, Victor. Kentucky's not real, man. It can't be. It just sounds like a bunch of cartoon characters. You included. You have Little Chop, my absolute
I'm
god.
fading. Dwarf, no, I'm fading.
I'm fading.
Say it's real, say it's
Real,
real.
it's real. I'm sorry. You see, Dwarf, the magic of Kentucky's what keeps us alive. Think of it as life support.
Believing in it, Dwarf.
Believe.
Believing in it, believing in a greater cause, that's what keeps us real, that's what keeps us inside of your
That's what
reality.
keeps the Negroes in place, dude. Yeah, but the weird thing is, I don't get why can't they just teach it in your school to not follow your dreams? Because this is what happens when people follow their dreams. They end up embarrassing themselves. People should just give up and die happily, not ever achieving anything. You know what I mean? Victor, what do you talk about masturbating during the podcast? Strictly forbidden.
What?
No fapping during the podcast.
Oh no, that's just me hitting my recorder against my foot.
Would you say you're good at the recorder?
No.
I'm definitely not good at mine. That's for sure. I mean, we've already hit 40 minutes, so if you want, we can just do the intermission here.
And now a word from our sponsors.
The meme makers of this world are truly the intellectuals of this world. Never heard of Albert Einstein. Who even is he? I already forgot his name.
I mean, if you wanted to get a drink of water, you can. I can just edit it around it. And what do you want to do? What do you want to talk about now? It's just so when the intermission's over.
So intermission, that's like the in-between bit, right?
Yeah.
So you're cutting this out, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. None of this will be heard.
Okay, yeah, so, I just like to say that oh boy, do I hate Chaz. The only reason he's surviving this Republican state is because his dad bred with a white woman.
You
right?
know what? I agree, my fellow cracker. As a white blonde boy myself, who just so happens to live below the border and is not in denial whatsoever, again, my cracker, I think we should eliminate the Negroes. My cracker.
Okay, actually, Dwarf, I want to restart the call and see if a little Florida man will join.
Okay, do you want to finally do that?
Yeah, leave the call real quick. Oh my fucking god, I'm glad to be out of the call with that person. Ah, Jesus Christ, I have more subs than him. What the hell does he think he is?
You ended up
Hey,
making a
welcome
call.
back.
Yeah, hey, welcome back. You better not have said anything racist outside of this call, my cracker.
I didn't call anyone
the
a
cracker
nigger,
joke just
alright?
got so old so fast, I already hate it. Yeah. I don't think Devin's joining. Let's just keep talking.
Alright.
I'm trying to like lose weight, not because of anything, just because like I don't know, I'd just be happier. And yeah, sodas do suck, but I like collecting soda caps and soda bottles. So I'm just gonna collect them and not ever open them unless someone wants to drink it.
I honestly do not know how I'm not overweight. How much do you weigh?
Too much. That's the answer. I'm not like obese or morbid or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, yeah, I'm too obese.
Well, I weigh 130. How much do you weigh?
More than 130, like 180 or something.
That's a bit too much,
Yeah,
Dwarf.
a bit. Yeah, you say so.
Yeah,
I mean, I have been doing improvements, but still.
Well, Dwarf, you could become a sumo wrestler.
I could. It'd be very profitable. Sumo wrestlers are like 300 or 200. I could get there. I could achieve. We're gonna pick up my dog tomorrow.
You'd be rammed off the stage by a Tumblr woman.
Tumblr. I'd be ran off the stage by like skilled people who like actually like commit their lives to sumo wrestling and somehow find the martial art in it. Jews have a martial art, you know, which is weird because they're not Asian. Only Asians can do that. That's racist.
I call this one gas chamber.
Ooh, that's edgy. That's a spicy one. You know what? Do you want to do a sing along as a section of this to this Chaz song as a section of this podcast, and then we'll do story time? Is that what you want to do?
Well, you have to edit the audio from Chaz's song.
Yeah, I can do that. You want to do it?
Well, Dwarf, I'm not gonna be able to understand it. I'm his friend, and I say that this is a mumble rapper right here.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah. I'll just edit it as the outro. That's an even better idea. So you want to just do? You just want to do?
No, edit in Lil Chop's music video, because that's what we've been talking about the most.
Yeah. I'll just put it as the background music for that part. And yeah. Now, are you ready to do story time? You get to pick one story, and I'll get to pick another story. Deal? I'm in the section right now.
Okay, yeah. What story do you think I should read?
Any one of your stories. I think you should do the SpongeBob one. I haven't read your Berlin.
Alright.
Oh wait, no! I do know this one. Do the Hitler one. Please do the Hitler one. Please do the.
It's so hard to read, Dwarf. You don't understand.
I'll do the Hitler.
You know exactly why it's hard to read.
Why is it hard to read? That's at least.
That would be spoiling the story.
It's just. Is it because it's funny?
No.
Is it because it's profound?
It's because it's very innovative when it comes to the portrayal of Hitler.
It is okay. I'll read it if you don't want it, or do you want to save it for another time? Is that the point?
Do you? Okay, have you heard the story enough times to know how to read it?
It's very funny. I think the laughing makes it better, though. You know. I could read it, but I think you should do your SpongeBob one if you're not gonna read it. It's your SpongeBob one. It's also hilarious. Do you wanna?
All right,
okay,
yeah.
you start.
I'll do the SpongeBob one. He was walking down the street. Mr. Krabs, it's time, Squidward says, handing both SpongeBob and Mr. Krabs a gun. 2 a.m. No one could see them for the power was out. They were walking down the street when Mr. Krabs stopped them. You see this Gatorade bottle, he says? This is what we're gonna do to Sandy's gang. He then proceeds to crush the Gatorade bottle and toss it aside, along with his fear and regret for going on such a dangerous mission. Sandy's gang was a ruthless criminal organization capable of doing horrible things. Just a year ago, one of their own was captured by Sandy Cheeks herself. Patrick Star was among Mr. Krabs' best men when he was suddenly captured by Sandy. Mr. Krabs gazed at the stars, remembering the leaked tapes of Patrick's torture. He knew what needed to be done. They were nearing the abandoned workshop where Patrick was being held. You sure about this, Krabs? SpongeBob said nervously. You know what happens when they capture us, he stated. Mr. Krabs responded. SpongeBob, you know the most out of anybody here the meaning of sacrifice. Sandy took your home, your money, and your precious Gary. Our possible sacrifice will be worth it to get revenge and save Patrick. SpongeBob, feeling more determined than ever, stated, Let's kick some Sandy ass! That's me, boy, Krabs exclaimed. They got closer to the garage and placed a breaching charge on it. They stacked up. 3, 2, 1, go! Krabs yelled. Gunfire could be heard throughout Bikini Bottom that night. Sandy's men were in fear. A lone sponge charged at them with no fear of death. SpongeBob had seen all he wanted from this life and was determined to die with glory. 10 men fell to SpongeBob's fury, then 20. Krabs and Squidward were held back with shock. Come on, are you afraid to die? SpongeBob turned to and said to them. That was when he was shot straight through the chest by a stray bullet. The room went quiet. Had the mighty SpongeBob been slain? SpongeBob trembled to the ground. They all looked at him. After a second, he smiled and said, I'm gonna kick your ass to the Cheeks gang. He got up and charged at them, seemingly unaffected by the bullet that had just been lodged into him. Save Patrick, SpongeBob said to Mr. Krabs and Squidward. Using SpongeBob as a distraction, they had rushed to the back room where intelligence had told them Patrick had been. They opened the door to find a bloody, destroyed Patrick. His eyes were glossed over. Cutting the rope that bound him to the wooden chair he was on, Squidward said, We're here to save you, Patrick. Well, it's about fucking time, Patrick replied with a cynical tone. They were carrying Patrick out of the door to the back room when Patrick saw his best friend bleeding out. SpongeBob, no! He said, trying to run to him. There's no time, Krabs replied. They got out of the building just before SpongeBob's suicide vest exploded. Patrick was a broken man, but at least he survived.
I like the little details you added. That was great. How do you do it, Victor? How do you do it? you must be horrible to sleep next to you. I mean, the nightmares you must have. You know what? I think you can have more than one highlight out of this podcast. I'm probably gonna take that and just take all credit from you very much. Anyway, are you sure you want me to read the Russian one? Because it's very good. If you think I'm worthy, I'll do it.
Dwarf, how about you? We can save it for another podcast.
that one's just...
I'm not sure you're up to the task of reading
I'm not,
it.
man.
I have to do a little. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of editing to make it more readable, so that you don't mess up.
Yeah, I mean, it's an amazing story, and we shouldn't mess it up. It's so. You know what? We could probably do a whole video on it, just of that alone.
Yeah, should I just do a story time on my video my channel where I just read out some of my stories?
We probably should, yeah. But I feel like I have to do this. I feel like I have to read my own one now. Okay. I was raped once. I was a 16-year-old virgin liberal, and one night I was walking home from the library. Frightened, I took the shortcut down a dark alley. I heard a sinister laugh, and Ben Shapiro jumped out from behind the trash can. Well, he sneered. Looks like the invisible hand has ensured that my demand is met by the supply. What a triumph of the free market! I said capital always accumulates in the hands of the wealthy, but to no avail. He just laughed and whipped out his throbbing 12-chapter treats. I can read. He shoved me roughly against the wall and started filling my ear with steamy citations. I struggled, got slapped in the face with rock-hard data for my efforts. Mewling and whimpering, I tried to check his privilege. He just bellowed, "Your resistance only makes my conclusion firmer." I started to explain the power theory, and he rammed my own words down my throat. My premise and spirit broken. I could get a word in edgewise because I was gagging on my slimy, meaty arguments. It was powerful. His argument was too big to fit inside my tight virgin brain. Some of the founder facts he pulled out only to immediately jam back inside. It seemed to go on forever, but finally, forcing me to open his penetrating argument, came to a climax. It was agony, as round after round of thick, roppy facts and hot, sticky knowledge were pumped deep inside me. Weeping, I lay in the puddle of stinking Nikon rhetoric. I didn't see where he went, but Ben Shapiro's viral ideas had been irresistibly planted deep inside me. I tried to abort the memory, but 9 months later, I was born again, conservative. This is the truth. Pound me too. So that was the story time segment. Now what do we do? I feel like man, it was a good climax. Climax. Victor, how do you come up with these ideas?
I don't know, when you kind of force me to come up with a story, I just come up with things.
You're a very cruel person, you know that? You bring a lot of shame and, honestly grief to others, including myself. Can we talk about how you, act kind of autistic, or is that for another time? Because, I feel like Ashton's treat...
What?
I don't know, I feel like you calling Ashton a whore and stealing a girl's water bottle are some pretty big highlights of our time knowing each other. All 5 years. All 6 of these times we've known.
Alright, oh yeah. I stole $15 worth of food from Ashton.
And then you called him Gary and you cucked him. All on the same day. And you cucked him from the girl you stole the water bottle from. And you cucked him by not cucking him whatsoever.
What? No. Ashton, you're getting the story wrong. I stole $15 from him.
From Wendy's, yeah.
Alright. While we were heading to Wendy's on a band field trip. Band field trips are amazing, by the way.
I wouldn't.
And then on another band field trip when we went down to Tennessee,
Alright.
I found out what girl he
So
liked.
you, of course, ruined everything for him. Like the good friend you are.
Yeah, that's a very bad idea of him to tell me what girl he liked.
But he trusted you, and that was the first mistake, obviously. No good friend trusts another person. That's wrong.
Morally, on every level.
I can't even look at Ashton the same way nowadays. I just think, ew.
I mean, I look at him and think that because he hasn't cut his hair.
Okay,
fucking.
I know a lot of cool people who have long hair, Victor. It's not a big deal. You have like a bowl haircut, okay?
It looks good on me.
Does it?
Okay?
I mean,
It does.
I guarantee you, Ashton looks good on his hair, man.
Has Ashton ever shown you his haircut?
I've seen Ashton without long hair, and I'm sure that having long hair wouldn't affect it.
Okay, Dwarf, he looks like Dakota with a smaller dick.
I've never seen Dakota, and I've never seen his dick. So those are two analogies way too complicated for my virgin mind to understand. Do you mind rephrasing?
Can't use the magnetic field to fucking see people. Degenerate.
Hold on.
I think we should have ended it back when you said we should have.
Edited back? I mean, no. We're not at an hour yet, man. We have to get to at least an hour in like 10 minutes. So we have to keep talking, man.
I think 57 minutes 40 seconds is good.
57 minutes? Okay, fine. Let me just think if there's anything we forgot to talk about. Nope, that's it. Okay. So, Victor, now if you want to plug anything, you plug it here. As if it was a
Okay,
virgin
make
ass.
sure if you haven't already subscribed, I'm sure you know me. My YouTube channel is Benito Wick. BENITO space WICK.
NIGGER.
Yeah, that's my joke. Keep stealing shit like
It's very
niggers.
predictable. You can't say that.
I make quality content.
Funnier videos.
I try and post at least once a week.
He has more subscribers, so you know if you're gonna subscribe to him, you should also subscribe to me too.
Well, no, that's not entirely true. The dwarf you see is at 8 subscribers.
Wait, no,
and I am at 12 subscribers.
no, tell me you did
We
it.
should widen the gap.
Tell me you did it. My channel. Come on.
We need to widen
No!
the gap, okay?
I'm gonna unsubscribe from you if you unsubscribe from me. Resubscribe, you fuck. Okay. Say bye, but like annoyingly say it. Oh, new subscriber.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.